Technology and Culture with Rich Batchelor. When we talk about technology and culture, it really gives you something to think about. We struggle many times to get our head around what we mean by culture. And in this day and age, the movement of technology to enhance, improve, and develop the way our culture works is a fascinating idea to actually consider when we look at the way cultures develop both within organizations and within society as a whole. Let's think about what happens with technology and culture with a reflection on the previous 6x6 sessions. We focused on leadership, resilience, and agency, and all those elements of change impact both the culture and the technology. When we consider what constitutes change, where we focus our change projects, we often think about the fact that we are developing something brought about by leadership, pushing back against the resilience level of organizations, and requiring change agency to be applied for the success of that technological implementation or that culture shift within an organization. What actually is culture? Whenever I talk about culture, I put it in very simple terms. The way we do things around here. The way we do things around here is the best way of summarizing what culture is all about. It's how people act, how people do things, and why they do those things that they do. To a large extent, it's about conforming and conformity. But it's really about considering the way people interact with each other across organizations, societies, or communities. They have commonality, and that brings about their culture. Clifford Geertz gave a great quote. "Man is an animal suspended in webs of significance he himself has spun. I take culture to be those webs." Culture is a web that both captures, like a spider captures its fly, the infinitesimal pieces of information, way things are done, way things act, and how that relates to the people within that group. Culture is about what we take for granted. Culture has cyclic patterns. Behavior that comes about is about repetition. When we actually do things without thinking, we are doing things because that's part of our culture. That's what we expect to happen. That's how we apply things. There's a certain element of predictability, consistency, conformity about our culture and when we exist within it. But what is technology? Technology is as old as humanity itself and is intrinsically related to consciousness and imagination. Technology can be summarized as anything that's designed to make life better. When man invented the wheel, that was technology. When man invented fire, that was technology. We may not reflect upon it today, but all those things that have happened over the years, that have moved forward the way we do things, making our life better, or in some cases perceived to be better, that is all technology. What about technology versus culture? How do these two things actually come together, but sometimes attack each other? People can often be displaced because technology brings about a change in the way things are doing, the way they actually undertake their work. One of the most famous examples of this was the introduction of the printing press. And a group of people that became known as Luddites, and Luddite is a word that we've used many times over in common conversation to reflect somebody who's not so engaging or embracing of change, modernization, or technological advancement. Are you a Luddite? The future of culture as seen by technology. Where are we going into the future? Culture and technology are both complementary and odd bedfellows. How they work together and how they develop what they need to do to complement each other can best be shown with this very simple and parting picture for today's conversation. Over time, technology may well usurp the requirement for humans to undertake work. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I pose you this final question. Does technology enhance culture or does culture enhance technology? Which leads which? If you've enjoyed this conversation today, Capillary will be running a number of one-day workshops this fall. Toronto on September the 16th and December the 10th, and in Brampton, November the 9th. If you'd like to register to attend one of these, then go to our website at www.capillarylearning.com or do contact us by email info@capillarylearning.com.